Hi. My top looks really weird unless I take these down. Let's do that. So on the, what date is it today? It's the 22nd. So on the 12th, 10 days ago, okay, actually, disclaimer, if you don't like talking about vaginas or anything like a little bit too much information, like just click off, you're not gonna like this. Anyway, I went for a little procedure 10 days ago where I got a coil fitted because my body is awful and can't have a period by itself. So long story short, I had one fitted and I went there to sort of like get it sorted. I was sat in the waiting room for ages. I was like shitting my pants, and then I got called in and she just basically said, you know, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. The sort of pain you might experience is similar to like period pains, blah blah blah. It just takes 15 minutes, it's just uncomfortable. Just kept saying it was just going to be uncomfortable, and I was like, okay, that's fine, you know, I'll brace myself. Then another nurse comes in and she's basically there to hold my hand and watch over me and blah blah blah. So I'm sat on the end of the bed like this, right, legs akimbo like this, and she's like, okay, I just need to do something. And then she's like, have you had kids before? And I was like, no, I'm 19, like haven't had kids. And she was like, oh well, this might hurt a bit. And I was like, oh great. And then they put a little thing in your hoo-ha to like open it up, and I was like, is that it? And she was like, no, I was just, you know, opening your bits. And then she was like, I'll put some anaesthetic on it, you know, to try and like numb the pain. So I thought, oh, this would be great, like I'll be fine. So I lay there for a bit, feeling very uncomfortable again, legs akimbo. And she's like, right, it's only going to take, you know, a couple of seconds, it'll be over in a flash, blah blah. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, like just, you know, get on with it. And this nurse is like, do you want to hold my hand? And I was like, okay, because, you know, she was like, that was her only job, so I thought, let's just hold her hand. I'm holding her hand, and no joke, I swear to God, you know, like those ninja stars that are just like knife, well, blade, whatever. It literally felt like she put one of those up my fanny, and it was so bad, like, and then they have to try and make sure it's all positioned and then reclose your fanny foo, and oh my god, it was so painful. They both looked at me and I completely got, like, I'm pale anyway, but they were like, your colour has completely gone out of you, like you're almost grey. And I was like, rude. But anyway, they were like, lie down on the bed, do not move, like just stay there for a couple of minutes. And I was like, okay. So I had to lie there with like no kecks on, just, you know, lying there with a piece of paper towel to cover my foo-foo. And they're like, yeah, you'll be sound. And took my blood pressure and everything, and it had like completely plummeted, and you know, my pulse was fine, but that kept dropping, and then I nearly passed out, and then I had to stay, and then I had to make sure I was getting picked up. And that day, I swear down, by the time I got home, I couldn't even, like, you know, we just like shift to like get comfy. Couldn't do that. It was so painful. The next day, if I stood up for more than like 20 minutes, like I was gonna. And even now, like, it still hurts. You know, we're like, like, is this like dangerous? Like, am I dying? Like, is that why I'm still in pain? Or like, did you lie to me? Like, I got told it was just gonna be uncomfortable. It is. I've had a 6-hour tattoo, and that is the single. I've like broke ribs, I've broke my foot, I've broke arms, fingers, toes, you name it, I've broke it. Like, that is the most painful thing I think I've ever had to do, ever. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!